Yes, so good morning once again, students. Yesterday we just started the chapter and we have read a small section from the chapter, and the story is of the great scientist Albert Einstein. And we have read that about the information that Albert Einstein, he was born on 14th March 1879, and it was in German city of Ulm. So Germany में Ulm नाम के शहर में उनका जन्म हुआ था. And at that time, nobody knew that he would become such a great scientist. But on the contrary, the author says that how Albert's mother, she thought differently. Because when Albert was born, his head was quite larger in size as compared to the other normal children. And that's why she considered Albert to be a freak, abnormal. He was not like other children. And moreover, at the age of 2.5 years, Einstein, he was still not talking. And surprisingly, when he started to speak, he started uttering words twice. Utter karna means he spoke every word twice. And as he grew, the author says that he did not know what to do with other children. He did not know how to play, how to talk. And that's why his playmates, his friends, they started calling him Brother Boring. And we will start now reading from here. So the youngster, who is the youngster here? Albert, played by himself much of the time. So he did not interact with other children. He did not play much with other children. He started to remain alone and spend time with himself, playing with some other toys. So he especially loved mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister, Maja, he said to have said, "Fine, but where are the wheels?" Now, why this funny remark? Why you find this one funny? Because, you know, Albert, as he used to play all by himself and he used to play with mechanical toys, जैसे कार हो गई है ना, ऐसी चीजों के साथ खेला करते थे जिनमें स्पेशली व्हील्स लगे होते थे. So when his sister was born, looking at his newborn sister, whose name was Maja, he looked at her and said, ठीक है, but इसके wheels कहाँ है, इसके चक्के कहाँ है? उसको लगा कि उसकी जो छोटी बहन है, she is also a toy. And he was used to playing with the mechanical toys having wheels. So he asked, uske wheels kahan hai? Where were her wheels? Then there is another incident about Albert's life, that a headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter because he will never make a success of anything. The master of his school was of opinion that Albert would not become successful in his life. Whatever profession he would choose, it would be just a normal one. He would not make success at anything. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. He was good at playing violin and he started learning violin at the age of 6 as his mother wanted that he should learn music as well. And she wanted him to learn playing violin. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining the skill throughout his life. Amateur kisko kehte hain? When you do something, when you learn something with passion and it becomes your hobby, right? So doing something for personal enjoyment rather than as a profession. So he did not want to become a professional violinist, but he was an amateur violinist. He was very perfect in playing violin, and he learned the skill and he had perfected in the skill of playing violin, but he never used his decided to become as a violinist as a profession. He did not want to take this as a profession, but he was an amateur violinist. He played for his own enjoyment. Now, I would again come back to this first remark. Why the headmaster, he made such a kind of remark that Albert would never make a success at anything. You know, there is a very good incident here कि एल्बर्ट बचपन से ही बहुत अलग सोच रखते थे. Now, Albert जो थे, he believed in learning logics, building on ideas. And in those days, in times of जब एल्बर्ट का जन्म हुआ था, उस समय जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम था, इट ऑलवेज प्रोमोटेड रोट लर्निंग. कोई एक्टिविटीज नहीं होती थी स्कूल में, बस टीचर आते थे, लेक्चर दे जाते थे, एंड दे जस्ट वांटेड दैट स्टूडेंट शुड क्रैम व्हाटएवर द टीचर हैज टॉट. बट एल्बर्ट हैड डिफरेंट ओपिनियन. He did not enjoy the class of history. He loved mathematics and physics. And whenever the teacher would ask about dates and facts about history, he would fail to give the answer. And he would say that one can always look for these information in the books. There is no need to cram it. And he believed in learning logics, building on ideas, understanding why certain thing happened, what was the reason behind it, how it happened. So he was actually considered as a rebellion in the class. And some of the teachers, they started hating Albert. They did not like his presence in the school. And they thought that Albert would not become successful in his life because of his revolutionary behavior, rebellious behavior. And that's why this headmaster of the school, he made such a remark that he would never make a success at anything. But ऐसा नहीं था that Albert was not a good student. He was very good in maths, physics. He could even solve the sums beyond his age. वो अपने से बड़ों के classes के भी sums को solve कर लेता था. He was so brilliant. But the teacher, they failed to understand, the headmaster also failed to understand the ability of Albert, the talent that he had. And that's why he said that he would never make a success at anything. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. So author also justifies this. And why he uses the statement here, but? Because here the author has just mentioned about that, how he was a gifted amateur violinist. ऐसा नहीं था कि वो सिर्फ म्यूजिक में ही अच्छा था. He was also a good student. Pupil means student. He was a good student, good at studies. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old and scored good marks in almost every subject. So they were staying in Munich, and there Albert, he was studying, and the master of that school in Munich had made such a kind of remark. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teachers. Now here ऐसा ये नहीं है कि वो discipline को मानते नहीं थे. Yes, regimentation refers to the rules and regulation, but the rules and regulation in those times were quite peculiar. The new ideas, the talent of the students was never given recognition. They were asked to do whatever the teacher told them to do. There was very strict discipline in the school, and Einstein, he did not like that kind of discipline. He wanted freedom. He wanted to do creativity. He wanted to learn something new, learn about the ideas, the facts, why such things happen. And because of that, he often had clashed with his teachers. Clash refers to the disagreement, the disputes that he had with the teacher. Arguments होते थे उसके teachers के साथ. And at the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled there that he left the school for good. For good जो expression है means forever. जब आप हमेशा के लिए कोई चीज बेहतरी करने के लिए, किसी अच्छे के लिए जब आप पीछे छोड़ जाते हो कुछ चीजों को, that means you leave it forever. The for good means forever. So उसके टीचर्स के साथ डिस्प्यूट्स थे, क्लैशेस होते रहते थे, डिसएग्रीमेंट्स होते थे कई मुद्दों पर. So he felt suffocating there. Stifled means अनेबल टू ब्रीथ, सफोकेशन, वहां पर वो रह नहीं पा रहा था, स्कूल में उसे बिल्कुल सफोकेशन महसूस होती थी, वो सांस नहीं ले पाता था स्कूल में। कहने का मतलब है कि he was not happy staying there in the school of Munich. He did not enjoy the rote learning pattern of education, and therefore he left the school forever. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. So, म्यूनिक में एल्बर्ट अपने रिलेटिव के पास रहता था, तो पिछले साल ही उसके पेरेंट्स ने उसे वहां छोड़ा था अपने रिलेटिव्स के पास, क्योंकि वो मिलान चले गए थे. So Albert was also staying alone. So that year was very difficult for Albert. He was not liked at school by the teachers, and staying at relatives' houses was also a difficult one for him. तो रहना मुश्किल हो रहा था उसके लिए. And thus he left the school, left the city of Munich. So after prolonged discussion, prolonged means long discussion, detailed discussions, लंबी discussions करने के बाद Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland, in the city which was more liberal than Munich. Liberal means willing to understand and respect others' opinion. Now, Munich में बहुत सारे restrictions थे, not only from the school side but also from the government side. Germany में बहुत ज़्यादा strictness थी. So at that time, he felt suffocated there and he decided to move to other city, move to Milan. He went to a German-speaking city, that is Switzerland. Although Switzerland, it was still under the control of Germans, so Germany was, German language was used there. So he decided to go there. So his wish was actually granted that he would move to other city. And it was more liberal than Munich. वहां पर जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम था, वहां पर बच्चों के लिए भी काफी फ्रीडम थी. So he went there. And thus his life changed after there when he moved to Switzerland. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. After finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. Dashing means जिनकी personality बहुत ही अच्छी होती है, handsome looking man, जिसमें he was full of vigor, energy, and he was handsome too. And he had mustache which was called walrus mustache. आप देखिए, ये है mustache जो उनकी है. जो walrus होते हैं ना, उनके जो teeth होते हैं, walrus is a kind of an animal. उसके जो teeth है वो नीचे की तरफ यूं मुड़े होते हैं, right? So उस तरह की जो mustache रखते थे, जो मूछ रखते थे, उस मूछ का नाम पड़ गया था walrus mustache. आप आइंस्टाइन की मूछें देख सकते हो यहाँ पर, कैसे उनकी मूछें हैं, ये इस तरह से मुड़ी हुई हैं. So this way he looked quite handsome, but ऑथर कहते हैं कि it was not just that he was interested in physics and mathematics, उसके अलावा भी वो दूसरी चीजों में दिलचस्पी रखते थे. तो वो क्या थी? He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Marek, whom he found to be a clever creature. So he was also interested in few of his colleagues, and he liked a lot one of his fellow students whose name was Mileva Marek. And he used to consider this girl, Mileva, as a clever creature because she was as intelligent as Albert. So this young Serb यहाँ पर बेटा, यहाँ पर बात की जा रही है सर्बिया की. जो सर्बिया देश है, वहां के जो नागरिक हैं उनको सर्ब कहा जाता है. So young Serb means, here the author is talking about Mileva, the girl, had come to Switzerland because the University of Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. उस समय पर लड़कियों की एजुकेशन पर ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया जाता था, लेकिन इस ज़्यूरिक की यूनिवर्सिटी में there was also space for the girls. So यहाँ पर this girl, she joined this university because this was one of those universities where women could actually get higher degrees. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines. Ally किसको कहते हैं? a friend or an associate, जिसे आप दोस्त मानते हो. Philistines, a word it is used disapprovingly to talk about people who do not like art, literature or music. So जो लोग आर्ट और म्यूजिक को अच्छा नहीं मानते थे, पसंद नहीं करते थे, उनको फिलिस्तीन्स कहा जाता था. एंड एज हमने पढ़ा है कि आइंस्टाइन जो थे वो वायलिन बजाना पसंद करते थे. तो इस तरह से ये जो मिलेवा है ये एक अच्छी दोस्त बन गई एल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन की, बिकॉज शी वाज आल्सो अगेंस्ट फिलिस्तीन. वो उन लोगों के खिलाफ होती थी जो लोग आर्ट और लिटरेचर या म्यूजिक को पसंद नहीं किया करते थे, खिलाफ होते थे. So those people in his family at the university with whom he was constantly at war. So obviously he found this girl to be a good friend because she was also against the Philistines and those people. और Philistines में कौन थे? उनके कुछ ऐसे लोग जो family members भी थे, and university में भी कुछ ऐसे लोग थे with whom they were constantly at odds. At odds means they were at in conflicts with them. They were not in good terms with them. उनके साथ उनके अच्छे रिश्ते नहीं थे. So that way she became Albert Einstein's good friend, and he also was interested in this girl. So the couple, they fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with tenderness. So they used to exchange letters as well, and those letters are still there. And those letters are an example where we can see that this show that how much affection they had shown towards each other in words, where they used to mix the science terms as well and the tenderness. वो अपना स्नेह, अपना affection एक दूसरे को जताते थे through letters, and they also used to mix science words writing those letters. Wrote Einstein. Einstein ने एक बार लिखा मिलेवा को, how happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion. So Albert Einstein, he was working on the theory of relativity along with Mileva. So he wrote to her that how happy he would be and proud he would feel when they would together bring out their work on relativity to a victorious conclusion. Victorious conclusion means successfully they will complete their theory and bring it forward in front of the world. They would publish it and the world will come to know about their theory. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert was a university graduate and unemployed. So at the age of 21, he became graduate. Graduate कहते बेटा जो बैचलर की डिग्री पा लेते हैं, तो जैसे हम बीए कहते हैं, बीए, बीएससी. सो मींस बीए का मतलब है बैचलर ऑफ आर्ट्स, बीएससी होती है बैचलर ऑफ साइंस, बीकॉम होता है बैचलर ऑफ कॉमर्स. सो जिनको बैचलर डिग्री मिल जाती है वो हो जाते हैं ग्रेजुएट, और जिनको मास्टर डिग्री मिल जाती है वो बन जाते हैं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट. So Albert Einstein was a university graduate, but he was still unemployed. वो अभी भी बेरोजगार थे. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in patent office in Bern. Patent office क्या होता है? Patent एक document होता है which gives the rights of an invention to an inventor. जब आप कोई इन्वेंशन करते हो तो आप उसको अपने नाम पे रजिस्टर करते हो, वो आपके नाम पर वो इन्वेंशन हो जाती है, तो वो कहलाता है पेटेंट करवाना. सो ही यूज्ड टू वर्क देयर एज अ टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट इन पेटेंट ऑफिस. टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट मींस वो उन इन्वेंशंस को असेस करता था, ठीक है, उनको इवैल्यूएट करके उस पर वो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करके उनको सर्टिफिकेट देता था. So before that, he worked as a teaching assistant. He also used to give private tuitions, and finally he got a secured job, a permanent job unko mil gayi in 1902 as a technical expert in patent office in Bonn. So while he was supposed to be assessing other people's inventions, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. But while staying in that patent office, while working there, Einstein kept on working on his theories secretly. So on one hand, staying in the office, he would assess other people's invention. On the other hand, he would secretly keep on developing his own ideas. And he is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So in his drawer, there was a compartment. Sorry, in the table, there was a drawer or the compartment where he used to keep all his papers secretly there. And then he started calling it as a Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Bureau कहते बेटे एक टेबल जिसमें बहुत सारे ड्रॉर्स बने होते हैं, right? So he used to give this name, Bureau of Theoretical Physics, because all the theoretical papers, the secret documents were kept in that drawer, and thus he had named it, and he would call it jokingly, मजाक करते हुए वो उस टेबल को नाम देता था, that it is the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. Sorry, will not continue to show the same time. Now, इस पर आइंस्टाइन ने बहुत वर्क किया. So he discovered that according to the special theory of relativity, that time and distance are not absolute. That means time और distance पर सब कुछ depend करता है, या वो absolute value नहीं है कि when you take it you will get an absolute value. And example के तौर पर उन्होंने क्या समझाया कि अगर आप दो क्लॉक्स को लो और दोनों को अलग अलग दिशाओं से ले जाकर पूरी दुनिया का चक्कर काट के अगर आप उन्हें एक ही जगह पर वापस लाओ, what you will find that both the clocks will show different time. So he said the two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. So अलग अलग दिशाओं से अलग अलग स्पीड पर अगर वो घड़ियों को आप लेकर आओ, and you will find that they will show different time. और इसी थियरी के बाद जो वर्ल्ड का फेमस फॉर्मूला निकल के आया था, and that was the relationship between mass and energy, that is E is equal to mc square. In this mathematical equation, E stands for energy, M for mass, and C for the speed of the light in a vacuum, which is about 3 lakh kilometers per second. Here I would suggest that you do make this concept clear. You ask your physics teacher to talk more about this special theory of relativity. एक example है, you can read it out to understand this theory of relativity in simple terms. And that is, when you sit with a nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. When you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That's relativity. Albert Einstein, he justified his theory by giving this example. Now see, sometimes जब कोई लेक्चर बहुत बोरिंग लगता है, आपको लगता है ओ माय गॉड कितना लंबा लेक्चर था, है ना? लेकिन अगर कोई इंटरेस्टिंग लेक्चर चल रहा है, आपको लगता है अच्छा इतनी जल्दी खत्म हो गया. And that's where the theory of relativity applies. So this way, Einstein, he worked on this theory. So he says that कि जो measurement होता है, it is not in relation to anything else. And so that way, the time and distance, they are not absolute. And if you take two different clocks and you take them to different directions, even if one of them is moving very fast in relation to the other, you will find that they will show different times. So this way, this formula was discovered, and this theory made Albert Einstein quite popular. So I am going to stop here today because I want you to understand this concept of theory of relativity a bit So do ask your physics teacher to explain about this. He can just give a simple introduction because I may not be able to describe it in a proper way. He can make you understand it. Right, students? I hope यहाँ तक जो आज हमने पढ़ा है, the chapter is clear to all of you. So thank you all for listening patiently. Thank you.